Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal. This one is somewhat different. I know I said in the last one I'd be going to the moon in this one, but I lied. This one, you'll notice the file is cleverly called Mad Shite, and that's exactly what we will be doing. Welcome to the Diabolical Engines episode. Or Diabolical Machinery, Machinery of Evil. I've got various names like that, I don't know which one I'm going to use. But, let us start off with a spaceplane. These three episodes, well, one episode with 3 chunks of it, these are things. Specifically, where are you? The Fat Man. I think it's the Fat Man. I'm pretty sure it's the Fat Man. Basically what it is I've built... It's not the Fat Man. That is a fantastic looking vehicle. I've forgotten I'd done that. Basically, these... Oh god, I've broken it. These episodes are going to consist of vehicles which I built, but required so much trial and error I didn't want to show me building the entire thing. So instead you just kind of see the end result, rather than... Because some of them... I'm starting off with the straightforward stuff. Here we go. This is the Firebird. So this is quite an interesting one, because this is a... what we would call a JATO. A jet-assisted takeoff plane. So these massive rockets fire up, and then when it's at maximum speed, the plane detaches from the rockets and goes firing off and actually launches. So yeah, this is the Firebird. Let's fire it up. Oh, apparently it's already on the runway. Awkward. Very awkward. Almost like I've tested these out extensively, so I don't make a fool of myself on this. This one was one of the least complicated ones to design, but the other two I'm going to show you, which are both rockets, very complicated. Oh dear, there appears to be some wreckage on the launch site. Quite a lot, actually, from... Well, you can deduce from yourself what that vehicle looked like. The less said about it, the better. Anyway, I'm just going to go straight ahead and fire up this thing and try and just hope we don't die. Yeah, we're fine. Let's crack it all the way up to full. Why not? So what the Firebird is very good at is it actually manages the goal I set myself when I first did the Spaceplane episode a while back, of a spaceplane that can do a backflip. Well, a loop-the-loop, which you can do. It gets up, as you can see, at the moment, to about 200 miles an hour, the engine's about to overheat, and then we go whee! And we're up. And that's how it works. And we press G to bring the landing gear in, yep. The rest of it crashes, but this bit fires on nicely as a jet plane now. It's slowing down, but that's because it's not going at rocket speed anymore. But we have a totally working jet plane, which is awesome. So without further ado, let's try a loop-the-loop. So we can go vertical in it, no problem. And we can't do a loop-the-loop. We can. There we go. Told you I could do it with this thing. You'd think the Firebird would be a crazy concept, but it does actually work for a proper jet-assisted rocket that's about to crash into the water. Come on, let's get some airspeed. Airspeed! We're okay, we're good. We're now actually gaining altitude again. So now I'm going to try something silly. Well, not that silly, but... Okay, that looked quite silly, I'll admit. I'm going to try and land it. No, we're going into a flat spin. Okay. Flat spin, no good. Let's just turn. Come now. Just keep turning. Keep turning. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Sorry, I've been watching Finding Nemo again. I'm always watching Finding Nemo. It's a fantastic film. And I don't know why I'm even talking about Finding Nemo. These things just happen. What I'm going to attempt to do now is actually land it. I'll freely admit, never actually landed a jet plane before. So... oh god. This is not... Nope. Speed up. Speed up. We're going to die. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. No, we're not going to die. Oh my god. Shit, we're not going to die. It's frozen. Why is it frozen? Please don't freeze now. Why would you do that? Okay, panic averted. We've got it. Well, I say we've got it, we're still speeding up and we're approaching the runway, which is totally not good. Let's just take the engines off, try and glide it in. Glide it in. Something tells me that a landing at 100 meters per second is not a good idea. Let's just try and stabilize it out a bit. And glide. Gloriously. The gentleman glides gloriously onto a gluey, glutinous landing strip. I'm practically the next Dr. Seuss. And now we wait. This is why I should have put parachutes on this thing. You'll have to excuse that song as well. I've just been playing New Super Mario Bros. 3D, or New Super Mario Bros. 2, or whatever it's called. The one that's got all the coin gimmick for the 3DS. It annoys me, that game. It's like... I have the same problem that I have with Super Mario 3D Land, that it's just too easy. Like, especially Mario games, but Nintendo as a whole, they aren't trying as hard as they used to. I find their games a bit too easy now. It's a shame. But then equally there'll be people who say, oh, games shouldn't be hard. I'm not saying I want them to be hard. Oh dear, let's speed up a bit. I'm not saying I want Nintendo games to be hard like they were in like the NES era, of just kind of you had to be insanely skilled to even consider beating a game. But I feel like they're a bit too challenging, kind of. No, they're not challenging enough for just kind of people who are actually like dedicated gamers, such as myself. I was talking, but I actually just landed. Did you see that? Oh my god. I've actually landed the Firebird. That was glorious. Well, that went way better than I could have hoped for. So that's the first of my 3 Machines of Evil. Machines of Evil? No, Machines of Evil definitely doesn't sound right. You'll, by the end of the episode, well, I'll have worked out the title, but you'll have seen the title anyway because it's up there for you. But of course I'm filming this before you're seeing it. So it's going to be called something about diabolical machinery, evil engines, that kind of thing. But on to the next evil machine. This is Cthulhu Mark II. You will see it has 343 parts. 343 Guilty Spark. Which is a lot. Because it's insane. That's why. It's insane. So I'm not going to actually say anything about it. I'm just going to show it you here. Well, obviously you'll see it flying soon, but this is the Cthulhu 2. Anyone who's familiar with the works of H.P. Lovecraft will understand the reference. If not, think giant tentacled monster. Think Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, but much, much scarier and less freakish. Is a monster in a book, which this is based on. Big tentacly looking thing. Anyway, I'm blabbering when I should be launching this thing. It's already on the launch pad, of course. Almost, again, like I've practiced these things. And there you have it. I don't know why I said I kind of wasn't thinking about what I was actually going to say. So, it's unstable. Yay, let's put the RCS on. No, the SS meant the SAS, that's what I meant. I'll put the RCS on as well, can't hurt. Actually, it probably can hurt. So fuck it, I'm just going to go for it. I'll briefly explain how it works before it launches. Obviously, central fuel tank with fuel lines going out to the outlying engines. Each engine is placed at an angle, which essentially means that when we launch it, and back the fuck up a bit, this happens. Oh dear me, that is one of my favourite things I've ever built. Of course it looks like it's going really slowly, but it's actually spinning so fast it's not really rendering properly anymore. Why is it going in an angle? It shouldn't be doing that. Can we put RCS? Help! Help! Oh god. What are all those things over there? Oh, the Wheeled Wonder. That was the wreckage of the thing you saw on the ground. That was a bad idea. Let's not talk about that. This thing is still going quite mad. I'm going to dial down the thrust a little bit, just so it's not so painfully deafening me in my ear. At least a really cool trail behind it as well. And has a surprising amount of fuel, actually. The nav ball is going completely insane, and that's kind of disconcerting. I have never successfully made orbit with this craft, and I don't imagine I ever will. It's not exactly very efficient. If you imagine that the majority of the energy is going into rotation, which it is. So let's just spin that a bit harder. Why not? Let's see if I can... Actually, I'm going to slow it down and see if I can aim it upwards. Kill the engines. Kill the engines entirely. Actually, keep them burning a little bit. Just enough to kind of spin it into control, hopefully. Control is not really this craft's finest aspect, I'll be honest. It's reinforced enough now, though, that... Usually engines used to fly up at random times, so it was awfully dangerous to fly it. Nowadays it's slightly better. As I say, this one also took a lot of trial and error. Now it looks like it's going backwards because of lag. Well, not so much lag as frame rate. I'm going at roughly 6 frames a second at the moment, which you probably can see that my laptop sucks. Shouldn't be used for computer gaming, and yet here I am. Oh, and we're down. So let's separate off the bottom bugger. Whee! That didn't do anything. Oh, that fired out parachutes. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Are we stopping to spin? Yes, we are slowing down slowly. Are we falling? This isn't flying, this is falling with style. I think I've already used that as an episode title, but I don't care. I love Toy Story and always will. Pressing space is doing nothing, so that must be the only stage I have. How interesting. Let's speed time up a bit. I hope it doesn't break the ship. We're to get to about 1,000 meters. I want to see if I can actually survive this thing. We're falling quite quickly now, actually. It looks seriously cool, though, like the swirly gig of death. Spinny, spinny, spinny. But yeah, control, no, not so much. Though maybe when the curtains inflate... Curtains? Parachutes inflate. We might suddenly save its life. I don't know if that counted or not. There was a big explosion and a lot of stuff died. I think, though, it was just when the parachutes fired up, the connection between the cockpit and the rest of the craft promptly dissipated. Either way, we seem to have survived it. We're falling at 2 meters per second. Guzzon. That's really hard to pronounce, Kerman. Guzzon, I guess it is. S to Z kind of is difficult because you're already kind of buzzing by the S, so you just gotta go zzz, and then go zzz, guzzon. I'm just making noises again, this keeps happening. Why do you listen to me talk, I swear? Why do you let me talk? You really shouldn't. Oh, that looks cool. When I hold Q, it kind of goes poof on the balloons while I'm spinning. Centrifugal force, anyway. Slow down so we don't die. Time warp makes weird things go weird. Weird things are weird! Tautology cat is tautological. Why did I say tautology cat? I mixed up just the word tautology, and long cat is long. I'm not throttled up. Oh, I am throttled up. There's no throttle. But, well, I don't care. I don't want to save. So that's the second of the diabolical machines. That was the Cthulhu, specifically the Cthulhu Mark II, because the first one wasn't really reinforced, I said, and had a propensity to explode and fly away. Hilarious though that was, this one looks slightly more legit. So if we just load up here, we should see the Kerbal Catapult. Well, I'll just have to load it in again, this one. I say it should speak for itself, but I'm not sure it should. Well, you'll see. You'll all see. Oh yeah, the Cthulhu's still on the launch pad. Let's just recover that, and off we go. Right, so I'm not even going to talk you through this one for now. Well, actually I will, but let's start by EVA-ing Guzzon. So, eagle-eyed viewers will notice there is ladders on the other side. Oh, I have to walk around now like some kind of peasant. Store experiments, I don't know what that means. Not done much of the single player on this. Let's grab that, and climb all the way to the top. So what this is, Kerbal Catapult should be fairly obvious. So if we zoom out, you'll see that on the top, that is a rocket engine. So what we do is position this Kerbal on the top, well, as close to the engine as it can be. We burn the engine, which kind of flexes the pole backwards like that down to the floor. Then we let go, and theoretically the Kerbal goes whee all across. It requires some slightly buggerly timing, but I'm sure I can manage it. So, without further ado, Guzzon is basically at the top. Yeah, you ain't getting any higher than that. So if we switch back to this, I've only got a small tank for some reason. I didn't put a very big tank on it because I'm an idiot. So let's zoom out a bit, throttle it up. Actually, you know what, let's just keep the throttle down, fire it up, and yes, it starts to bend back like that. So if we dial up to full, it holds there, and then we switch back to Guzzon, and get ready to launch. When the engine stops, he'll fire forwards. Or not! Apparently I'm not even controlling Guzzon. So, now he's just stuck on the wobbly stick of death. How do I take control of him again? No target, I know. Can I... Hello? The toggle button isn't working. Right, that's working fine. Nope. Oh yes, now we can. Okay, good. Oh, he's wobbling all over the shop. Come on. Oh, he's down! Oh, dear me, Guzzon. You've had a rough day. Right, I'm going to walk Guzzon back up to the top, and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, Guzzon's back at the top, and I've learnt what I did wrong, that I was pressing F to let go, and it's not F, it's space. F holds onto things, and space lets go of them. Nice helpful control system there. Right, let's throttle this up to full, zoom back a little bit so I can actually see the top of the thing. And let's bend it round. Oh dear, that's starting to gyrate already, oh well. Let's flick over to Guzzon, and again, wait for the signal, which is when the spike runs out of energy, the death spike. No, space at the right time. Way! Oh, that didn't quite work exactly. Right, I need to release slightly earlier. Okay, let's try that once more. Captain's log, 0800 hours. Gus he's seen better days. He fell off the landing gun and is now basically tripping out. I don't know why he's walking like that. He's scooting around on one leg with his hand up his ass and is not really doing anything. His jumps have kind of become spastic leaps and he is no longer capable of holding on to anything. So due to his incapacity, Mervy Kerman is going to be sent out instead. Let's hope he or she is a bit better. I think these are all men, hence they're Kerman. Where's Kerwoman? Oh my god. Oh, why are these... See, the thing is, you've just had direct cuts, but each time between each launch has taken me about 5 freaking minutes to get these things just to the top again, because even just getting them to grab... Oh, Oh, I've not lost Murphy too. No, Murphy has also gone into derp mode. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. So, after a ridiculous amount of jimmying around, Guzzin is finally on his way back up again. They tend to just kind of... They'll just fall off or just trip over randomly and then just go completely non-responsive. It's odd. So due to the inordinate amount of time I'm spending manoeuvring these Kerbals around, this is going to be the final launch of the Kerbal Cannon. We're also approaching 20 minutes, so all is well. Let's put him there, let's move it down, and get ready. Let's turn the throttle up, and blast it on full and see what happens. Oh! Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen at all! Okay, that works too, though. Oh, Guzzin, you're gonna die on impacts. Holy shit, the man just, like... He was 90 meters up, he just walked off. Okay, that wasn't how I was supposed to go, but that was a fairly dramatic finale, as dramatic as I'm gonna get when I'm just being a silly fool. So... Thank you very much for watching this slightly more outlandish than usual episode of Kerbal Space Program. Next time will be the final episode where I'll be going to the moon. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you then. I've been the Doctor. Good day.